Hey there, it's Bailey from Faith Hollow Farms. Just wanted to let you know that we're doing a new video series and wanted to see if you wanted to come along and join us. You guessed it, 2021 Garden Series. Hey there, it's Bailey from Faith Hollow Farms, and I just wanted to bring you along. We're going to try and do something new this year. We're going to try and do a 2021 Garden Series where we take you through a whole list of things and try and help you out from what we know and what we've learned over our past few years gardening, and you can enjoy the ride with us. We're hoping to do things like how to start seeds, how to transplant seeds, how to prep your garden, and that kind of thing. So hopefully you can find some fun and information at the same time. If I look like I'm sweating, I really am. I just started a fire for the evening and it is hot in here. Okay, so video one, we're going to talk about where to buy seeds and how we store and organize them. In the garden series, we would like to talk about starting seeds, transplanting seeds, how to plant a garden for your family or for a market garden, or just different series like that. We're going to be planting some vegetable seeds. We're going to plant some fruits and some fruit trees this year. And we're hoping that the series will last from beginning, which for here in Missouri, that lasts about the end of February, beginning of March is seed starting time, and then usually through October. We don't personally do a winter garden, so I don't think we'll extend past October, but that's kind of what we're hoping for. Okay, so for our first video in this video series is all about where we buy our seeds and how we store our seeds so that they will last for a long time. If you don't know already, you can order seeds from online. You can go to a big box store. You can go anywhere pretty much and get seeds right now. You can go to a nursery and buy plants, but we're specifically talking about where we order our seeds from. We usually order from a few different seed companies that we've tried and we really like. We know that they have good germination rates and their prices are good, and a lot of them actually have a guarantee on their seeds for almost up to 2 years. We will, however, pick up seeds every now and then from, say, Walmart or wherever. So the first place that we normally order from, and a lot of people know this company, it is here in Missouri where we live, which is a big plus for us, is Baker Creek. We order from Baker Creek. This is their whole seed catalog. It is literally like the JCPenney Christmas catalog for gardeners. So it's beautiful pictures, wonderful descriptions if you don't know what you're looking for or if you're not sure what to get. I mean, it is just amazing. So you can get their whole seed catalog, or they have their basic catalog, which is not nearly as thick, but it still has amazing products in it. That is one we usually order from. They do guarantee their seeds for 2 years, and their shipping usually is pretty quick. However, with the stuff that's currently going on, you are looking at a little bit of a delay time, but it's totally worth it. So their seeds usually come in packs like this with all of their information on the back. So that's very helpful whenever you're planting your garden and what you're going to plant, how much you're going to plant, where to plant it, and such like that. Another company that we order from here in Missouri is Norris Seed Company. We've ordered from them a couple times. Their catalog is pretty extensive as well. However, it doesn't have any photos and not as pretty as the other catalog, but they are here in Missouri and I really like them. We've been trying to order almost all heirloom seeds so that we can seed save and start our own seed saving collection. Their seeds come in packs like this from Norris Seed, and it gives you a general description with how many seeds, when to plant them, and generic information like this. So, I mean, you're seeing a little bit of these are slightly cheaper, but you're also getting this versus this. So, and then you can also, for the first time, ordered seeds from M.I. Gardner this year. He has a YouTube channel and a seed store, and he's from Michigan, and their climate is totally different, so I'm excited to see how their seeds do here. And a lot of times he will have a 99-cent seed sale, which is awesome. And his seeds, this is our first time getting them from him, so they look like this. And I tried a couple different varieties of things, but you can see the back of their seeds look like this, and they have all the information on it that you may need: where to plant, when to germinate, when to transplant, everything like that. It has a lot of good information on it. So we'll be trying seeds from him this year, and I'll keep you up to date on how their germination rate is and how well that does for us. I could not find the watermelon seeds I was looking for, and I just happened to be at Walmart one day, so I did pick up some Fairy Morris, or I know they have like Burpee, different brand seeds. You can get these kind of seeds from a big box store, and we got these. And on the back you can see that they have also all the information that you may need on where to plant, how to transplant, all of that stuff. Also with your zones here on the end, you will need to know your zone whenever you order seeds, plant a garden, and before you even plant anything, you will need to know what zone you are in. And then also another place that you can get seeds from is like a general farm store. A farm store near us is something called Buckeyes. We also have like an Orchlands or a Tractor Supply. I'm not sure if you have those where you are. I did pick up this brand. It is Livingston, and it was from a Buckeye, and I couldn't find pumpkins that I wanted anywhere else, and I just happened to be there getting some feed supplies, and so we got this. And here's what the back of their seed package looks like. Almost every seed package will give you the information you need to know about planting them inside, outside, transplanting them, and all of that stuff. So we'll see what their germination rate is with this. And there is a video that I can link in the description below on how to know your germination rate. It's from M.I. Gardner, great video. So those are the general places that we get our seeds from. I like to do local if I can. Our goal here at this homestead is to be able to seed save heirloom seeds from our garden every year, so that the seeds are acclimated to our specific area and our specific soil. So then you're in control of how many seeds you have, how much you plant in the future, and it's just a better way of. So next I will show you how I store my seeds, and that is just starting this year. We used to save our seeds in a plastic container, so you can use like a shoebox container or any kind of plastic container, something you want that is airtight and watertight, because if light or water, humidity, that kind of stuff gets to your seeds, it greatly decreases your germination rate, and then your seeds aren't as viable. So you may plant 10 seeds and only 2 pop up. Whereas the better you can do at keeping them in a cool, dark place, it greatly increases your germination rate and the viability of those seeds. If you know me at all, I have a sick, disgusting love for office supplies. So when I saw this video, it was totally up my alley. Melissa K. Norris did a video this year on how she stores her seeds, and to me, I was like, I'm doing that. So I used to store mine in just a plastic container with a lid downstairs in our basement, because it is just a walk-in basement, no windows. It stays nice and cool in there. So that's usually where we store our seeds. It keeps them dry, cool, and out of the sunlight. I, however, saw this video, and I am excited to share this with you, because I will probably forever do this unless I find that there's an even better way. But I got this idea from her. These containers are photo storage containers. It's a big like case with a carrying handle, locks shut. It's pretty, airtight, watertight. I just made a little sign in here for what kind of seeds I have stored in here. I have 2 vegetable ones, because one has herbs in it as well. And then I have 1 for flowers, because I went kind of crazy this year and ordered a bunch of flowers. We're hoping to really get pollinators in the area and just to make the homestead a little more colorful. So in this container, it came with this big container, and it came with 16 I believe. Yeah, 16 of these little photo box containers. It's what you would store photos in to keep them safe. So it came with 16 of these photo storage containers and in this one big container. So it's all in one, you know where everything is. And so that was really helpful instead of, oh, I think I left some in a box over here or I have some in a drawer over there. Not that those are bad ways to store them, but for me, I'm a total organized freak and this was totally up my alley. So what I did is I went ahead and ordered my seeds. Usually, if this is your first time or if you're changing things, you would make your garden plan first so that you would know exactly how many tomato plants you need or how many cabbage plants you need, or you know what you need to be able to, say you're canning this year, make 50 cans of tomato sauce. Those are things that you would want to do first so that you don't over order or under order. I have the typical habit of ordering things that I just really want to try, even if sometimes I don't actually get to plant them. But so what I did is I ordered all of my seeds, and when they all arrived, I organized them not by company, but by type. So one thing that I found very helpful, and I might be able to leave a link for this, I created a spreadsheet, and with all the different information I've gathered with our time zones, because you will need to know your last frost date for your planting. We'll get into that whenever we do the video on seed starting. But I found this, and with this information, I made a spreadsheet that I taped to the inside of my box so that I know what it is, and whenever I start the seed inside and when I'm supposed to transplant it outside, what the dates are there because of my zone. So I did that for spring and for fall, so that if I'm like, oh, well, it's time for me to start such and such in our fall garden, I can pull out those seeds. I will know exactly when I need to start them, and that makes it really easy for me. So if that's something that you're interested in, I will try and link that below. But as you can see, here are all the vegetable seeds I have in this container. So I also have a label maker. What's respecting office supply lover doesn't? So what I did is I laid them all out according to types of vegetable, and then I put them in alphabetical order. For me, I found like I need to plant cherry tomatoes. Then I can go exactly to it and, oh, here's my cherry tomato container, and start there. So I created this, and I have, like I said, I have another one of these with all of my herbs in it and then a few extra spaces. But so I have them labeled, and then if I wanted to say, oh, I'm going to start my sweet peppers today, I would just open this up. I could look at my chart and see when I need to plant them, when's my last frost date, that kind of stuff. And then in here I have my seeds in my container, and then where they're from. Here's another one from Burpee. But then I know exactly where my seeds are, that they're dry, that they're safe, and it also keeps rodents out of them. We have a tendency here to get field mice. So we have, field mice catchers. But this keeps them from getting the seeds getting eaten or the seeds getting mixed up. And then say, I would hate to plant something thinking I had a bunch of sweet peppers and they were hot peppers because I didn't organize them properly. So this is one way that this is the way we're going to try it this year. Hopefully this works for us, and I can easily know what's going on, and I can also keep pieces of paper in here with, notes saying I liked this tomato, or say at the end of the year I get to seed save from some of these. I can create a little envelope, put my seeds in there with the information on it, and put it in here. So then I'm like, okay, well here are I need to start all of my tomatoes this week. Well, here's my cherry tomatoes, my paste tomatoes, and my slicing tomatoes. You can obviously label them, store them however you want. If you want to make one whole container of just fall garden or one whole container of spring garden, and it's totally up to you. But this way, to me, I'm really hoping works out for us. It seems like a great way to store them. I also did the same thing with our flower seeds this year, and I did print off a chart for that to keep in my storage container. However, I have not filled it out yet. So if you go to the link, this is what it would look like, and you would just fill in what seeds you have and their information on when's their indoor sow date, whenever you transplant them outside, and that kind of stuff. But this is how we did our flower seeds. So I'm hoping that this makes it a lot easier, especially if you have other people helping you out, whether it be my husband, I doubt it, but my husband or my kids, if say they want to help me organize them, or if they want to plant a specific type of flower in their little garden, they can go and I can say, okay, go grab the, say, zinnias, and then they can go get the zinnias and we'll figure out which ones they want, that kind of stuff. But this hopefully helps you out. I'm praying it's going to help us out this year. It seems like a great way. Shout out to Melissa K. Norris. I never saw that before, and it was a game changer for me. So stay tuned. Hopefully you'll join us for the rest of the series. The next one, however, is going to be about how to plan your garden, and that way you know what seeds to order. Not like me, just order because the pictures are pretty. That way you know how much you need to order, how much you need to plant for your family, your specific homestead, whether you are gardening in just a pot in the backyard or on the porch, or if you have a 100-acre homestead that you're starting. So stay tuned with us, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Follow us on all of our other social media, Facebook, Instagram, and our new blog that we just started at faithhollowfarms.com. Thank you. God bless.